What's up everyone? In this video I'm releasing a new open source project from the Nexus ecosystem called Nexus Archiver. If you've been following along, you know I build a lot of trading bots and strategy tools, and all of them need one thing: clean, historical, open, high, low, close volume data. Basically the candle data you see on every chart. The problem is, every time I spin up a new strategy, I'm either pulling from a paid data vendor, writing one-off spin scripts, or dealing with missing gaps in my data. So I built Nexus Archiver, a self-hosted automated archiver that runs 24/7, pulls candle data from 10 exchanges, stores everything in a local SQLite database, and keeps it updated incrementally every day. And today I'm releasing it for free on GitHub. What it does? Let me show you what's in the repo first. The main source here, the main source folder. You can find also the setup MD here, the exchange restrictions to see whether you are allowed or not allowed on exchanges. Then we have a Docker file, and the Docker YAML is also available, and a config, where is it, JSON example, so you can easily set up your own. It's just a copy paste, and you can make your own config.json to add your own API keys if needed. The 10 exchanges it supports are Binance, Bybit, OKX, MEXC, Bitget, Gate.io, KuCoin, Coinbase, Phemex, and of course Hyperliquid. That covers pretty much every major perp exchange out there. How it works? There are two main scripts. The first is a comprehensive archiver. This is the one you run the first time it auto discovers. Sorry guys, I'm first gonna find the file here. So this one, so I can show you, so you can find it easily yourself. So the first time you run it, it auto discovers every symbol from your market info folder, over 1700 symbols if you set everything to true, and goes through all of them across multiple time frames: 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, some monthly, but then you will have to collect a lot. It runs exchanges in priority order. Hyperliquid first because it can return up to 5,000 candles in a single request, which is the best of all the exchanges. The second script is the daily archiver. This is the one you should schedule to run every morning. It only fetches new candles since the last run, so it's fast and doesn't waste API calls. Both scripts use token bucket rate limiting per exchange, so you never hit rate limits, with configured limits based on each exchange's actual specs. The project structure. So, see if I can do it like this a little bit, maybe better if I show you guys the structure in my VS Code. I can bring it up to screen. So, quick look at the structure. We have the source, archiver, here, the archiver. Then we have the source data, one file per exchange. Each one handles the specific API format for that exchange. Hyperliquid, for all examples, uses a post request with a different format than CCXT based exchanges. Source exchange, logging utilities and retry logic with exponential backoff. Then the source utils. Here we are. That which holds the token bucket rate limiter. Then market info. I have to do it like this. Market info holds all the folders of the exchanges with JSON files with all the symbols for each exchange. These come preloaded, so you don't need to regenerate them yourselves. Archive data. This is where your SQLite database lives once you start archiving. It's git ignored, so your data stays local. Set up one method, the native Python. There are two ways to run this. Let me show you the native Python way first. This is the simplest if you just want to run it locally. First, clone the repo. So git clone with the URL, then change your directory to the new Nexus Archiver or whatever you called it. Then copy the example config file, this one, and make config.json, or it's also able to run on Linux or Mac. Open the config.json and add your API keys. I just copied it. Did not yet put something inside it. It's just built, guys. You don't need the keys for all of them. And actually for public open high low close volume data, don't even need the keys at all. The archiver hits public endpoints which work without authentication. Now create a virtual environment and install the dependencies. For instance, Python-m venv Windows or Mac. It's a different kind of setup. Then you can pip install -r requirements.txt and run it with python-m source src.archiver.comprehensive low dash archiver. You'll see structured JSON logs streaming as it fetches the data. First run takes a while because it's doing a full 2-year backfill. After that, the daily run in minutes. Setup 2. Method 2 is a Docker. Second way is Docker, and this way is what I recommend if you're running this on a VPS or want a clean isolated environment. You need Docker desktop installed and running. Then it's just Docker Compose build that builds the image, installs all the Python dependencies inside the container. Takes about 40 seconds time. Then to run it for the full backfill, Docker Compose up archive and daily updates. Then you will have to use Docker Compose run dash dash rm archiver dash daily. Your data gets saved to the archived data folder on your host machine, not inside the container. So even if you rebuild or remove the container, your data is safe. For a VPS, you just add a cron tab entry to run the daily archiver at midnight every day. There's an example in the setup ND. So if you want to verify the data, once it's been running for a few minutes, you can verify data if it's actually being stored with this quick SQL query. You can see here, guys. Sorry, just start like this. This SQL query. You'll see a table showing each exchange, how many symbols are archived, and how many total candles. That number grows every day. Exchange restrictions. So as you could see here, guys, exchange restrictions. This is important if you're running from certain countries. I run from China, Korea, and Singapore, and a lot of restrictions guide out there are wrong about what's actually blocked. The key thing to understand the restrictions is those terms of service applied to account creation and trading, not to public data endpoints. The archiver only hits public open high low close volume endpoints. No authentication is required. So even if your country is on an exchange's restriction list, the data collection still works. Not true for all exchanges, because some have hard bans and then you're not so good with the thing I just told you. I verified 4 out of the 10 exchange directly from their TOS, Gate.io, KuCoin, Phemex and Coinbase, the exact countries listed in the file with the direct sources. So these are all verified. Hyperliquid also. Um, so that's the new archiver. Free open source, self-hosted. Link is in the description. There is a full setup in the repo with step-by-step instructions for both methods, troubleshooting, VPS deployment, and more. If you build something with this, drop it in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!